Hi everyone, Mary at Espresso Press Design. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Today we're just going to have a little experimental fun. I've been playing around with how to get that washi tape to work better, and I've come up with a new way. I have a treat for you and a whole bunch of stuff. So let's get started. First of all, part of the project is going to be on photos, so I have my photos out here. First of all, some thank yous and mentions. Thank you Rhonda, Simone, Frances, Betsy, Diana. Congratulations to Lorna on your new collaboration. That's Lorna Taylor. I believe it's Creative Expressions, and now it's going to be much easier to purchase your lovely stamps. And a shout out to Leslie. I think it's Leslie, not a shout out, but keep Leslie in your prayers. I saw a recent video where she had to go in for some kind of tests, and she didn't know if she was going to be staying or coming home. So that's I think it's Leslie over at 507 Willow House Journals. So just keep her in your thoughts. And Diane, thank you for your input. And all those other mentions, thank you for your kind reviews, and thank you for your purchases. I appreciate it very much. So today, I have a couple more shout outs. Hopefully I'll glance over and remember them. I'm going to give just a mention of a type of journal card I saw that I thought was cute. And then we're going to jump in and do these, and I have a new product, and I have a surprise for you, and I have a shop announcement. So I guess maybe I'm going to start with the new product, Antiquarian. Full disclosure, the images are AI, not an illustrator, or it's an unknown illustrator. So Antiquarian is, I forget, I think 16 pages. And I came up with a new idea because I remembered the meaning of antiquarian, a collector of antiquities. And so that led me to try a new thing here. And I have 3 of these because I was messing around with the green. I'm sure the green isn't going to show up properly in here. But a variety of colors and neutrals, back pages, and ephemera. So this is a kit, and I didn't print out everything or cut out everything to show you, but I'm going to zoom in slightly here so that you can see it. So what I thought was, for this particular kit at least, it has a combination of designed and antique ephemera, because that's what an antiquarian does. They just collect things and paste them in books and what's the word, archive their antiquities, whatever they may be. So that's Antiquarian. That's on Etsy. New shop announcement on Shopify. I have a new collection category, Vintage Supply Company. where I realized, you know, in my own personal collection, I probably have at least 25,000 or more pages of ephemera. So I began this collection, and I began with the French. I have at least 10 products up already. I've been working on it all week, practically. Just categorizing things and seeing what I have. So these are all French books, rare books. This is French dictionary, French sonnets, and I want to iterate. This is a French souvenir book with tickets and for a balloon exhibition. This is French engravings, and this is so cute. So I want to iterate here, especially. These are as is. They're PDFs. This entire book is gorgeous. All these are different shapes of engravings, and they look like little journal cards. Tons of subjects, flowers, months, fables, all kinds of things. But you just have to play around to get them to fit on your page. And some of these, this one I didn't do that. I just printed as is. So it didn't all fit on the page. So since they're PDFs and some books might be larger, you have to work around that on your printer settings. But just gorgeous stuff. And this is another French dictionary. And what I have for you today is a little Thanksgiving gift, and it is this French dictionary. And this is the way the pages come out, nice and yellowed, and we might cut some of these out and work on our little project today. But that is Vintage Supply Company. It's on my homepage. It's a new collection. I'll be adding dozens upon dozens of products here. I'll probably finish the French section by next week, hopefully. Well, probably not actually, because I have a lot of stuff. But keep coming back because it will be slowly getting filled up. And I want to specifically say it's not, these are all public domain. It's not that you couldn't find them yourself. What I am simply doing is curating and saving you a lot of time. A lot of time. If you've ever been in this business and you have had to go searching for these kind of things yourself. By the time you find them, look through them, download them, transfer them to an external server because they take up a huge amount of space. That takes a lot of time. And I'll just mention, if you're a designer and you don't know how to prepare these for designing for PNGs and extracting and all that, I will do that on commission. Just contact me for a quote if that's something you're interested in. So I'll have this gift for you, link in the description. You don't have to go to anywhere external. I'll have that for you. Okay. So that's business. So I was still playing around with that washi, and I saw someone who was doing a magazine collage, and in the background they had something like this, and I thought it looked really cool. I'm sure everyone has seen something like this, but just a little way to make some quick little journal cards, and I did those for in here, and that's where they're gonna live, in my little butterfly journal. Boho butterfly. And I guess while I'm at it, I'm going to show you this. Couple little things with this kit. I thought the designs on the butterflies would make the cutest buttons. So I did this little, what is it, policy envelope type thing. And yeah, so I just didn't want to forget that, so that's right there. And then also in the kit, there's a little group of 1-inch butterflies, and I took those and I made a little accordion book. So that's just a couple of ideas for that particular kit if you have it. And this is just a little book I made recently, and next time probably, or shortly, when I get all my ideas in here, I'll do a proper flip through. Just a little thing I made. So okay, there's that. I'm not going to do that because that's pretty self-explanatory. I took a pattern stamp, a silhouette stamp, and book page. Tear it up. This is my flooring construction paper, and it is definitely doubled. It's definitely starting to make a tag. And a little journal card. So that's using your stuff at home. And speaking of bad photos, so this is the washi, and I used some of my French pages, and I did the washi and the tape washi. So I have some bases here. You'll need some tape. I used packaging tape for this particular one. And I went to Dollar Tree and I bought some new glitter. And good thing I got there when I did. It was the last one. But I really wanted to see this because it looks so intense. But in the end, it really doesn't come out any differently than regular glitter. So I'm just gonna, I put some of the little glitter on the edges of these. And I'm quite sure it's not going to show up. And it's not. But anyway, I did the washi. And it looks really cute how it looks like a part rub-on, part sticker. And then I thought, I was thinking, what if someone doesn't have, you know, old photos and they didn't print out the ones I gave? Why don't we just take our trashy photos and do something with them? So that's what I did. I went through my trashy photos. I'll show you some examples here in a minute. And I did the washi. And what I did was I made up like a little, my own little poem on there. And that is an Amish buggy. I wanted to get the lady looking at me. Of course she didn't. So that's a pretty bad photo. But everybody has them. I'm going to show you how to age them, and you know, they might not mean anything to an outsider, but they'll still have some type of meaning for you. And that kind of came about I saw Natasha at Treasure Books doing something with crappy photos. This isn't anything like that, but that's kind of where the idea came from. And speaking of crappy photos, look at this. I found in my stash. Me at the beach. And I also found one of my brother, which I'm not going to show because his face is kind of in the shadows and you wouldn't see it anyway, but my brother looked like Robert De Niro. I'm not kidding. He really looked like he's a Robert De Niro twin. Everyone said that. So that was a little trip down memory lane for me. But these are the types of photos. These are old reference photos from my painting and drawing days. Like this particular house, I did a pen and ink on commission. This is a local printer. So that's what I mean. These things will have meaning for you. This, I've done dozens of paintings of this. Yeah, just, I don't know why I poked holes in this one, but I did. But I have paintings of that barn. I've done paintings of that church. These are just some sunflowers. I mean, your collection is, and look at that, it didn't even, there's a film roll end in a pole, some kind of pole right in the middle of the road, or it looks like it's in the middle of the road. So just gather your crappy photos, and we're just gonna do some washi poetry. And I think I was gonna do the one with snow, but well, I don't know which one I'm gonna do. But let me get started and show you how to do the washi first. And we'll do one of these first. So I have some bases. So that's what you're going to need. Some bases, some paper. Cut this out, get this on here. Whatever you want for your design. So, and by, oh, I forget how many pages. This has 240 pages. So, that's an entire French dictionary for you. And it looks like my printer is getting lines. I have to do a cleaning here. So that's mostly all I did. Well, no, you know what? I actually had some time to play around in my book and do some collaging. I am really looking forward to a day off, I'll tell you that. Okay, so let me get this glued on here. Oh, I also did a snippet roll. Glitter is optional. Oh, let me find a scrap here. I switched glues. I'm going to try this Elmer's Craft Bond. Some people swear by it. I discovered doing that snippet roll that even though I like that pen gear, it's nice and creamy, I don't think it's strong enough, at least not for gluing things on book pages. So just get that on there, and hopefully I got, yeah, I wanted to get that word that has friend on it. It's probably crooked, but So I have a bunch of stuff over here. I don't know what I'm going to washi. I don't know if I want to do one of those particular flowers again. If I do anything with antiquarian, they can go in there. Oh, and that's another thing. I shouldn't have showed that last week because I completely changed the design. One more good reason why you shouldn't show things ahead of time, especially with me, because that's bound to happen. It just wasn't coming together, and then all of a sudden it did. So that's a blend. On full disclosure, those are not illustrations. That's AI that I purchased. Okay, let that dry a second. And let me just go through here. I was using some of these to make that washi. But I have a bunch of stuff here. And actually, you know what I have here? I have this, and it says Paris. This says Glasgow. So I think I'm going to do this. And this is so simple, you're just probably going to, yeah, I'll save my travel ones for the photo. Okay, this is what you do. And then I took those to the Sizzix and flattened them. That's another partial reason why they look so good, oh, in my humble opinion. So all you do is you take some of your water and you just, this is alcohol and water, by the way, just lightly, I'm leaning back here, and I'm just going to try to hit that with a mist. Let it absorb just a few seconds. And then I'm going to get my tape, and I'm going to use the, this is, might be too big for this card, but we'll see. And hopefully this works on this paper. So this is why this has been an experiment all week. And I honestly couldn't understand why. I mean, she was just putting it on paper and all different kinds, and just, I think the only one that didn't work for her was scrapbook paper. But I was barely getting any to work. Here we go. Big reveal. Let's see what we get. Okay. Did I get the whole word? Yes, I did. Pretty much. Okay, there we go. That's pretty. And then, where'd my cloth go? Dry that off. I think I want the whole tape. Maybe I'm going to go across and cut some off. Yeah, I think I might do that. So then we need some tape, or not tape, we need some glue because now the tape is gone. And I might be running over to the Sizzix here because my table is still not clear enough. To bring it over here. Oh, that's cool. But what the Sizzix does is it melts it into the paper even more. And I know that shiny might bother some of you, but it doesn't bother me. It actually, it's a little tactile thing on there. And I think that's very pretty. So you can just play around with that all you want with your dictionary pages. I'm going to run over here and give this a smush. Because I just personally think it looks better. So, and then I'll put the glitter on. Give it a little more. Oh boy. Yeah, that looks pretty. That looks pretty. Look at that. So, let me see. I'm gonna age this a little bit to add to that effect. I don't think I'm going to cut the corners of this one. So yeah, since it's holiday week, and I hope you all have a lovely Thanksgiving. I know that's not celebrated everywhere. Well, we're still arguing over the menu. So I still have to go out and shop. And oh, I hate shopping at this time of year. Okay. What color glitter? I think I'm going to try the copper because that's one I didn't try yet. So I just squirted a little on there. Hope I'm in frame. Squirted a little on there. Rubbed it around. And that was that. That's all I did. That's very pretty. So that's just making journal cards with what you have on hand. And that's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to do anything, you know, I wanted this to be for everyone. You don't, you know, and I also didn't want to do masterboard and collaging because that's all over the place. So why repeat? So, and I saw someone who had their coffee and they gave everyone a link to their coffee recipe. I have to go back and find that. But usually rarely when I'm here, it usually gets cold by the time I take a drink of it anyway. So I don't know, I was torn because I like that truck and the fishing boats. And then I was torn because this one will look nice once I vintage it up. I'm just torn which one I'm going to use here for you. So I suppose I really want to do this one because this building isn't here anymore. It's now a mini shopping mall, and it used to be the favorite town diner. Everyone loved it, and it was there for, I don't know, 150 years. So I'm just torn about which one would be best for you to see how you can vintage something up. Well, this has an old truck, a white house, and a cloudy sky. So let's go with that one. And we can probably get some poetic words along the bottom there. Although, you know what, I was going to use my travel. I was going to use some of this travel stuff, the washi. Didn't really want to use photos anymore, or flowers. Well, the snow might work, but that's not very. Okay. Plus I have to take a photo. Okay, let's do the church. Let's do the church and the house. And we'll find something. Book pages, probably. Okay, so you can take your vintage photo. And I know I'm going to be going over a little bit today. So hopefully you'll hang out with me. And that reminds me, you know, I don't expect you to be chained to my channel. But I hope you would be, just because you like being here. But, you know, when I don't hear from you or you don't comment, don't think your comments ever get old, first of all. But I start to wonder if everything is okay. So if you've been here, so you see that aged up already. If you've been here, just pop in every once in a while and let me know how you're doing. Because I do, once you've commented once or twice, I do start to remember you, and then when I don't hear from you, I wonder, you know, since we all don't really know each other personally most of the time, you know, I just begin to wonder if you're still on the planet. So, And it's good to know that you are when you do comment again. So Susan, in particular, that sounds exciting, a baby project. And that takes me to some of the new things I've watched recently. And some things I meant to mention before and I forgot. What's her name? Kathleen Maurer, if you're just beginning. She has a really nice series on how to create a journal. And she goes from absolute start to finish. From collecting, collating, assembling, and she did a really good job teaching. It was very clear, very precise. If you're just learning how to put journals together, that is one of the good ones I found. So I forgot to mention, you're going to need your books. So I'm just going to take them. I should have got one book in particular that's about Bonhoeffer, because I know I would find something appropriate. So I was just kind of glancing through. I'm just going to see if I can steal a page here. Oh, there, right off the bat, Sunday afternoon. Let's see if I can get this page out of here without resorting to a knife. Okay. Well, that next sentence doesn't look too cheery. But I'm at least going to get that. Put that out of the way to finish drawing. I'm going to try to avoid spraying. I'm going to come off the table here to spray. And then for this one, I'm just going to use invisible tape. Finally remembered the name of this stuff. And try to pick up that Sunday afternoon. And I don't think I tried this particular book. Hopefully that area was damp. But this is how I finally got that to work on book pages, was by spraying it a little bit. I got it. Oh, and I forgot. What I meant to do was also age the page. So I meant to do that on the page as well. So I'm just going to have to age the top of it. Okay, so where am I going to put that? What really needs hidden is that wire. So I'm going to do that. Test that out. Get some glue on there. The other glue is more liquidy. It seems to make the paper a little more transparent, but So I just kind of went along, and I randomly, and then once you press that tape in there, that gets pretty invisible. And I just wrinkled it, but it's okay. And then I'm going to have to go over that because I forgot to age my paper. But I'm sure you're getting the gist. At least I hope so. So I'm just going through my book and randomly picking out, choosing little appropriate type text. Oh boy, we're at 42 already. So I hope you're hanging out with me a little bit. I'm probably just going to do one, because really you just needed to get the basics. And what are the chances I have something here to put on a tab? I'll do one more. Let's see. Well, that looks interesting. So I meant to age that. My water go. And give it a spray. Okay. Oh, okay. Did I mention, I meant to also mention Sharon Hearth has a great video on doing a journal from a book. Not doing a journal. How to construct a journal from an actual book. And Kathleen Mowers is not from a book. It's from I believe her cover was, oh, what was her cover? Well, it wasn't a book. I watched that whole series, and now I can't remember how she made her cover. I think that was in the first one. Maybe it was a book and she collaged on the book. But anyway, it was a good series. Okay. So, just going to rub that in and try to get the tape as invisible as possible. Oh, geez, I wrinkled that again. And flatten that too after I'm done here. And then I would just, let me get my other ones. Then I added some more labels. Added a little tab. Some of them I did washi, some of them I just glued on. So let me get those again. That one I did some washi labels. That one I just glued some labels on. This one I did the tape and a tab. This one I did a paper tab. So I think you get the gist. You can just age your photos if you want to with ink. Once it's dry, it's not going anywhere. And then make up your own little sayings, hide what you need to hide on the photo, and there you have a little homemade journal card. And you can do these. Now that's warping a little because of that glue stick, but, or not glue stick, glitter glue, but I'll just put it under a book. And there is the other ones. Still can't see that glitter. It's pouring rain here today, so I don't have any light, but that's pretty. And it's, you want to touch it because it's shiny. So, okay everyone, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for your time. I'll come up with something for the next time. Thank you again. Have a great week. Bye.